Well, a very good early evening from the home address. If you're wondering where my Christmas tree is, well, I'm not like the person down the street. In fact, I meant to write to her to say that it's ridiculous, but she put her Christmas lights up on the 16th of November, and I was well, this year I wasn't really saddened by the events, but I felt like I wanted to maybe send her an advent calendar or something, maybe just to say that Christmas doesn't fall in November, but it falls in December. I mean, I appreciate that those people from south of the border, Christmas has always been quite a big event, and it's well celebrated down in England. But I mean, well, the birth of Christ is celebrated the whole world over. But what I mean is that the Victorian type Christmas that we've all grown used to, and I mean, what's only as recent as the 1950s, it was not even a public holiday in Scotland. But my point is that I was rather dismayed that she'd put up the Christmas lights outside the house on the 16th of November. I thought it was a tad early, so I'm meaning to just maybe make her a mind. I'll probably leave it till the new year, but just maybe suggest that she thinks about what she's doing. I probably won't put mine up until the weekend. And that goes with family tradition. We didn't put it up until a couple of weeks, 10 days before Christmas, and I've always stuck to that weekend. Around about the 10th of December, that's normally the time I like to put up the tree. I don't bother with balloons and decorations now, but I used to in this house. I used to love putting them up, but it's like bringing them down is always a bit of a toil and sadness in the early days of January, and the house looks bare afterwards. But anyway, that's not why I opened the camera. Incidentally, it's the 4th of December, the 4th day of December 23. Did I mention that? Probably not. My seasonal affective disorder has certainly caused issues with my concentration of late. I've been quite busy, and today I couldn't make it outdoors because I was busy with admin. And that's really what I wanted to talk about. I'm not sure if anyone remembers my vlog from Tinker's Loan, renamed Kincardine Walk, on the eastern edge of the town of Crieff here in Perthshire. And I stumbled across a notice on the opposite side of the Highland Loan, denying access to the long-established route through to Southwood, which I've walked on many occasions, having worked out in that location. But I even walked there as a child, and we'd walk all the way out to Southwood and maybe go down by Mill Hills. This is before traffic became a problem on all these country roads and stuff, and it's all chewed up. But the point of this chat is that I was really quite I was quite irate that someone had taken the trouble to put up a sign of that nature. I found it quite intimidating, to be perfectly honest. I put a reminder up here without giving the location exactly. I don't want to cause any ruffles and cause fraughtness. But simply, it was not good. So, basically within the hour, I had already contacted the council. Unfortunately, the council made a bit of a fuck up with it, because when I called back on the 7th of November to see how my inquiry was progressing about the issue about access on that stretch of the countryside, and the customer service agent says, no, we don't have any record of your inquiry. Oh, goodness me. She she seemed so pleasant, the person I spoke to, but nevertheless, maybe it'll be a system issue, I don't know. But anyway, I relogged the whole matter once more, and this caused obvious delays in the replies. Well, that was the problem. There was no damn replies. And as November started to tick away, I started to get a bit, well, OCD about the whole thing, and rather fraught myself. And I thought, what on earth is going on? And so I made a couple of inquiries to try and chase it up. I've been round the mill with these people, and eventually I had to raise it as a formal complaint, and of course they responded to that quick enough. And then in the time scale I thought, well, I've waited now, it's the 4th of damn December. And I thought this morning, enough's enough. I spoke to the person involved in the complaint issue directly. I've managed to get hold of it, finally. And we had a bit of a chat, and she did have a lot of empathy for the situation in regards to the delays and the length of time that I'd endured to get an answer to a very simple inquiry that only the council could provide. But anyway, she said she would do her utmost to try and get this resolved by the end of today's business. And I'm very pleased to say that she did. At least our colleagues in the separate departments who are dealing with this in a specialist way, well, the gentleman emailed me quite late on in the afternoon and said he did try to contact me, which is fair enough. I thought perhaps a missed call, it might have been a scammer or something, you know. But anyway, because I don't, you know. Well, anyway, the point of this is that he's informed me that his colleagues have been out to visit the location, and they're in agreement with me that, and they're writing to the people to ask them to remove the sign completely or alter the very intimidating wording with the, you know, the do not stuff written on it. So I feel a little bit vindicated here, and I feel, well, it wasn't any vendetta. It was just a simple thing. Well, who on earth is going to put a sign up on a route that's been walked for centuries? And I've enjoyed walking that, you know, farm track, and just I did, and I thought to myself, no, they're not getting away with it. I'm fed up with this. People coming into the location and deciding that they're going to erect barriers or cause problems for people who have minded their own business and sallied on through certain spots all their life, like myself. So I'm pleased. I'm very pleased that with a bit of perseverance and a bit of knowledge and know-how that I've managed to secure this individual to get the bloody sign down, because that's all it needs, is to be taken down, not altered, just take it down. And the person, the gentleman, has asked me if I've incurred any problems while there, but what the problem is I've not wanted to go out and have a picnic outside the people's house, because I don't want to, inflame the situation or antagonise people. I was waiting for the response from the council so that I could quite simply feel at ease that I could then return to my walking without any fraughtness from anyone. So I will do this very, very soon. I'll take a dander along. You can come with me. I'll have my camera, and we'll film the route of this pathway where they were trying to restrict access to people like myself. So that's a bit of a bonus for me. So as far as having any problems, well, we'll have to wait and see whether the Doberman or a bloody Alsatian is set loose upon me, or even a bloody Rottweiler or something. But that's something we'll deal with at the time. But for now, I thought it was worthy just of letting people know and so my main area of concentration will now continue to be with the wind farms, not allowing any further developments from places already granted permission. So in one area in question will be Crieff, but that's for another vlog and another conversation at another time. But yes, so not having a Christmas tree up on the 4th of December is not a bad situation. But the time that bloody person down at the corner house in the village, takes her decorations down, it'd be bloody. Well, I hope she doesn't leave them up as late, as early as she puts them up. She might be keeping them up until bloody February. Let's think about it, Andy. That's really the thing. They'll probably take them down a couple of days after Christmas because they won't be celebrating New Year. I don't like New Year really, but anyway, that's another part of the story. But so I think we can call that a success today. And although it's taking about 6 weeks to find a bloody answer, it takes 5 minutes from the right person with knowledge who could have wandered off to the appropriate department and gathered up the information, maybe blue dust off some maps or something, I don't know, but to take 6 weeks to find a simple inquiry. But as I say, it's always worth persevering on these matters when it's something like that. So so I'm feeling rather, well, not pleased. I'm just feeling that I've done the right thing, and I know my rights. And as soon as I saw that sign, I said, no chance. There's no way that these people are getting away with this blocking access for people. I'm taking this, and I'll keep going until I have the situation resolved in my favour, which I obviously have. So thank you for listening to me again.